Yeah, Rex is good for Eclipse until Eclipse 8, because you can just heal right up. So the fact that you start at half health every single level doesn't really matter at all, because look at this, I attacked one enemy and I'm back at full. At Eclipse 5, your health, your healing is cut in half, which will kind of suck, but once again, Rex will kind of counter that just by being really good at healing. So that's like good. It's just really Eclipse 8. And if Eclipse 8, that's fireworks? Yeah. If Eclipse 8 makes it so that you cannot even like heal shields, that would be bad news. Yeah, it's Monsoon plus extra modifiers, basically. So at Eclipse 1, it's just you start each level at half health. So I think that Rex should really just kind of breeze through the first few. In fact, I think that Rex probably breezes through the first, like, whole bunch of them. I think that actually, now that they changed this, Rex is a really good character to stack medkit on. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Of course, Eclipse 8, it won't matter. But we're not there yet. We've got a lot of Eclipse before then. I just hope that it is, like, shield will still work. Hey, Ryuka Tamriel, thank you for the $10. Hope you have a great stream. It's 2 a.m. here. And I have uni tomorrow, so I should probably sleep. Yeah, that sounds like you should probably sleep. But hey, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. No, I wouldn't think so, Happy. I think that what permanent damage probably means is damage curses you or something like that. But I don't know exactly how it works. It could just be disabled healing as well. I guess I'll commit to, but like damage. I'm gonna be fine for a while. Cyborg Sauce, thank you for the 47 months. And Seikulo, thank you for gifting DC a sub. Thank you both very, very much for the support. Being super nice individuals. I appreciate you. Oh, there's a chest down there. Oh, lethal fall damage is a thing in one of them. Doubled fall damage and it can kill you. That will change how I navigate some maps. If it is, for Eclipse 8, if it is that you get cursed by damage, that would be terrible. Like, I don't know the counter to that. Oh, there you are. Seikulo, thank you for the 10-month sub. Thank you for keeping your sub alive. Oh, there's a healing chest. I've got to go. I should be able to just make this jump, though. But yeah, I'm spending too much time thinking about Eclipse 8 when I have 7 entire Eclipse runs to win before then. Even my strike drones spawn at half health. Poor things. Wait. Oh, well, I can't reroll it now, but what's the point? It's a used item. Why are there so many used items on this level? How many levels is a run? Yeah, I mean, if you're just winning right away... No, you can't obliterate on Eclipse. You have to kill the final boss. If you're just winning right away, you do 5 levels and then the final level. Unless you want to do any Hidden Realms. Oh, I still have 58 seconds before I can reroll that. Guess I'll come back and do that later. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to, like, fight and beat the final boss, but... you know. I guess teddy bears are a good thing to stack in Eclipse 8, but I need to stop thinking about it. I really have to get there. Yes, you can loop on Eclipse if you want. So if you think it's your best chance at winning, like, to just go for a 2-hour run every single time, go right ahead. This is the new difficulty on the first of its level settings, Eclipse 1. You have to beat each Eclipse level to get to the next one. This is my first attempt at Eclipse 1. Alright, that was good. This is a good first level. Well, no, that's the thing. The final phase of Mithrix, you can kill faster than it takes all of your items. So if you have a ton of items, you can just do it. You just kind of win. Yes, the only difference at Eclipse 1 is that you spawn at half health each level. Neural is nice, but like I could re-roll it. Did I just get no, I got Molten Perforator. That's actually really good though. Molten Perforator like actually shreds, and because I'll be able to group enemies together, that's super good on Rex. Charo, thank you for the 32-month sub. Congrats on your second chat year. Thank you for sticking around. I think that you got pretty close to the song there, so I'm about it. Half healing is 5. Eclipse 5, you get all healing cut in half. I forgot. Okay, so one of them is the teleporter zone is half size. Oh, this thing has enough damage to activate the band, I think, which is cool. So, teleporter half size, enemy movement speed increased by 40% is one of them. Enemy gold drop is 20% less, is I think 6. I don't remember all of them though. But I'm very encouraged. I was watching Rar yesterday, and he was doing Eclipse on Captain, and he got to like Eclipse 5. I don't think he beat Eclipse 5 while I was there, at least. He was taking so much more time on levels than I was, though. He was like, he was taking disregarding the timer to a level beyond. Though I gotta say, having $80 chests on the second level, I feel a little like I've messed up. But still, he had like $5,500 gold chests on the 4th level, and I was like, yeah, okay. All right, my philosophy of not caring about the timer is totally fine here. What are my thoughts on the captain? Strong character. And watching Rar yesterday helped me flesh that out a little bit more as well, which is good. Okay, so it's not PSG o'clock yet. I'm gonna wait and re-roll it. It's not like I'm gonna be going for red items from these. Yeah, I don't think that they get it if they say that the captain is weak. Rar was even running double hacking, which is like pretty wild to me. And he was doing Eclipse 5, so. But Captain most assuredly has the best primary in the game. And your passive, the red item, is actually just like ridiculous. It's completely insane. Like, when you think about it, the fact that the captain doesn't have a movement skill is not entirely accurate. Your passive is more effective at avoiding a lot of damage than any of the movement skills in the game. So it's like, yes, you don't have mobility in that sense, but what people like to use mobility for is completely, like, covered by that. And you don't even have to use it skillfully because it does it for you. And then, I mean, your third skill is just like does absolutely nuts damage. Rar was pretty into the he believes in the second skill. And I mean, yes, you can take a big grounded enemy and completely freeze it while you one-shot it with your third skill or something, but I still don't exactly agree with that. Like, I think the fact that it's completely worthless on flying enemies and bosses is like pretty sucky. But like, it does have some utility. Where are you? ATG missile? I gotta go for that. Ooh, but the feather. I probably want the feather. So since my run's going great, I'll just sacrifice, or I'll try to make back up a little bit of the time that I wasted here instead of fully looting, just because this level is poop. I'm gonna reroll that for sure. Yeah, I think it would be cool if it stunned a boss for like 2 seconds or something even. Cancel a bad attack, or just like hold a very movement heavy boss still. Like, my skill here, my fourth skill as Rex, holds Mithrix still. For the entire duration. And you're telling me his stun that you have to actually aim with any amount of care compared to this that you don't? Can't do even 2 seconds? But I also think that the flying enemies thing is really pretty sucky. Because, like, it's hard to use anything except your primary against flying enemies because of the delay that you get on the third skill. So it'd be really cool if you could hold flying enemies still for a second. Right, I'm gonna take the feather. Yeah, the shotgun's super great. Wow, I missed another $10 from Yuka Tamriel. I hope you're still here. I'm sorry for missing that. It's one thing I've always wondered watching VODs for so many years. Why is the chat in year 16 months? I need to know. Someone subbed for 16 months and was like, oh baby, a year or whatever. And, you know, we all made fun of them. Because we're bullies. But it stuck. It's just fun. Double Transcendence would be, like, really appealing if I weren't Rex. Because one thing that I now realize, like, okay, this is another thing that I've basically stolen from Rar. Scrappers are a huge buff to Transcendence. Like, actually enormous. Because you take Transcendence, you no longer need to care about healing items. You can scrap all your healing items and turn them into offense at your now more plentiful printers. And you can keep PSGs. No, Genesis Loops is like really low health, not just half. Yes, the boss starts activating that attack at half health, but you do not. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do about the infinite red scrap thing on the captain. Because, like, here's the thing, it kind of doesn't matter at all. Because even with more common... I can reroll it. Even with more common printers, they're still, like, almost never gonna be red. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if they knew about it. Well, they probably did, I guess, because I feel like you have to code it such that the character has the gets the item every level. So I guess they probably do know, but you know, maybe not. Man, having my third skill just be an instantly proc your bands button is really nice. Though I'm sure I would like it more if I had my second skill do that. So I really might consider rocking default second skill, or old default second skill until like Eclipse 8. And you know, I'll just take that. Big EO, thank you for the 59-month sub. As a whole bunch of months of support. Thanks for sticking around, friend. Like it's a one-shot machine. AP rounds are good. I actually watched the cooldown there. I would have attacked earlier and wasted it. Yeah, okay, so one PSG makes it so that you only have one shot protection at pretty much full health. 2 PSGs means if your shield is down, you do not have one shot protection, and because you can't recharge your shield in the same way that you can recharge your health, you're actually just stuck. So while one shot protection isn't like a super great implementation, they did buff it a little, so it's a little better. And it is very easy to get one shot. So the fact that just having your shield down, which can't recharge if you've taken damage in the last 7 seconds, means no one shot protection for at minimum 7 seconds as soon as you lose your PSG. That's bad. Yeah, PSG would give the boss a lot of extra health as well. But okay, so things that I've learned about the final boss. Final boss gives you your items back as a function of how many hits you've dealt. Not an amount of time or an amount of damage. It's the number of hits, which I would say is a pretty bad system because that heavily favors certain characters. And of course, it heavily favors ranged characters in the first place, which kind of sucks. Ifudge, thank you for the 75-month sub. That's like an actually crazy number of months. Thanks so much for sticking around for 75 months. Oh, here we go. This begins. I want that. Get rid of that. Do I need to get rid of anything else? I don't think so, really. I don't really care too much about... yeah, we're fine. I do want to keep the movement. Yeah, so the thing is, captains only attack that deals a lot of hits as the primary. So you... okay, so the best strategy is to stay really far away and just farm your items back. So it's not that fast, but because the timer doesn't really matter at that point, it's not a huge deal. But, no, it's not that fast on Captain. Oh, I really liked when they were standing on top of one another, because that was getting a lot of perforator. Alright, well, I need one of those for my inevitable Deathmark. This patch was, it was a pretty serious buff for Deathmark, because Deathmark is so much easier to activate now. There are, like, several more effects that now are part of it. Pretty sure Shatter Spleen is a separate effect. Like, it is a separate proc. Like, your regular bleeds don't explode. But I think it's even a separate, like, Deathmark effect. And then you've got the Urn. I think there are even, like, 2 more things that are now... well, you're more able to get the bans whenever you want, which helps, too. Like, it's just easier to get Deathmark active. I think there might even be another item that's, like, new that helps with Deathmark. I don't know if anyone's been to Eclipse 8 that has, like, really done any sharing yet. So, no. I don't know that we know how no healing is implemented yet. Okay, so when you start the Eclipse thing up, you don't have any artifacts. I don't know if you can, like, do the artifact trials in Eclipse to unlock them or not. Like, it might be a separate unlock and you can get them, but it might be, like, you might have to do them each Eclipse level or something ridiculous like that, which would be pretty funny. So I really have no clue. But basically, no, you can't use artifacts. Yes, the Eclipse effects are the same every time. They're just tied to the Eclipse level. Okay, so we did make up time now. Yeah, I'll just take that. It's a good stack now. I think that those people were just wrong. Reversion. Too bad I don't have microbots. not enjoying it here. Mostly because these laser guys gotta go. Sure. I think that, in general, just a second. Sap the Squid King, thank you for the Prime sub. Thanks so much for the support to the channel. Using your free sub here. Welcome, my friend. I appreciate that. I think that both Rex second skills are completely viable. The second one because it's like extremely ridiculous with backup mag, and it's free. The first one now because it'll be something to activate the bands whenever you want, and the bands are, you know, well, they are how they are now. So having more freedom to activate the bands without having to like stack a bunch of other damage elsewhere, or use the self-harming third skill, which I prefer, but you know, sometimes you don't really want to be that close to something. So I mean that's a buff to the self-damaging one. But like the first or the normal one is still really good because it's just a lot of damage output. And backup mag with it is OP. No, I don't agree that everyone should get microbots. We were talking about this a little earlier. Microbots, like, Captain isn't ridiculously... Or, okay, Captain would be way more OP if Captain also had a regular movement skill. Because microbots do more than any of your movement skills on any other character ever do. So if you pair that with a movement skill, you just got some ridiculous stuff going on. Eclipse is just a harder mode, basically. I'll take another jump. I didn't even see what I was getting before I landed on it. Oh well. Yeah, my use item is a reroll. What is this? This is an alien head. It's good for my second skill, but I think not necessary overall. So let's give it a go. I just got a brilliant behemoth. That was a really good choice. Well, as you can see, they did not patch the one-shot at all. This. They didn't patch it on Mercenary, it's just harder to do. They changed the way that Mercenary's third skill worked, which they noted that people didn't like and they would revert it, I believe. But you can still do it, it's just like really hard to space now. But I did manage to do it after a lot of attempts. Oh, wow. I didn't even activate the bands for that. No, microbots are really OP. I don't... I just don't think that... I think it's okay that they're specific to the character. Also, if you really want them on another character, play in co-op with someone as the captain and have the Vengeance artifact on. The Umbra of the captain can drop it, and then you on another character could pick it up. Why am I almost dead? So they made it so that only 5 dolls can be out at the same time. That's how they fixed the soulbound thing. It still works, it's just that old dolls are deleted every time you spawn one more than 5. Can Scavenger pick up microbots? I doubt it. Can probably only pick up things that can drop. I do want some movement. I can get rid of turtles. I can get rid of repulsion armor plating. Just need a scrapper this level, really. Ah, you got me. Oh my gosh, it's raining garbage. Okay, so at this point, I'm very tempted to get that missile launcher. Fluffix, thank you for the 4-month sub. Thanks so much for the continued support. I appreciate you sticking around, friend. Yeah, I want that. More printer. I can definitely print the fresh meat as well. So we just really need to hope for a scrapper here. Is that a gold shrine? Nice. Oh, easy. Every time. You know, I'll just turn it into printer fodder. Dang, these things won't leave me alone. Please let me scrap in peace. I guess I should do this after the stage, realistically. For, at the very least, the turtles. Turtles can be valuable until the end of this level. Next level turtles don't matter, though. Ukulele, not very important either, but we'll see if there's like a green printer that has any value to me. Because if not, I may as well just keep it. Because there's a small use case. Can get rid of gasoline too. One strat for the final boss is to consolidate your items a little bit so that you're getting more value back. Because like the fewer items you have, the sooner you'll get any individual items back, basically. It's like the fact that my backup mags are pretty late is probably... Well, okay, I guess I don't have a ton of cooldown. I'm not going to just, like, get my second skill back, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, definitely reroll this, but again, printer fodder if not. No, because the way it's listed is ally damage is... Allies take permanent damage. Which to me... does not imply that just healing is disabled, like base healing is disabled. It implies something more like damage instead of damaging you applies curse, or something really crazy like that. Damage to total health is the same as applying curse, basically, since it's not like anything undoes curse. But if it's just a total health, then that doesn't matter at all, because you just get Transcendence. Unless they kill you if they drop your max HP below 1, but, you know, we'll see. Like, you've just gotta... We just gotta get there, or see someone get there, to see how it works. Another scrapper. Oh, I would've... Well, I can still scrap that. We know that I'm getting a bunch of goat hooves, which is good. It makes so many items useless? You mean it makes so many items scrapped so you can make useful damage items? There it is. No, because Malachite is not permanent. You can avoid damage such that not... Wow, 3 scrappers. You can apply stuff... Or you can avoid having it applied to you such that you're not always Malachite, and then you can heal. If you spawn with the Malachite thing, that's fine, I guess. Like, if the Malachite debuff is just permanently on your character all the time, that works. And that would be such that Transcendence is just the play. Stack Transcendence PSG. Forgo healing items, and that's, like, very desirable. That would be a good thing. Because it just means play to the scrappers. I feel like Deathmark feels rather common right now. I don't know if that means they increased it, though. I think that, like, one thing... It feels more like they increased band spawns. The bands are, like, everywhere. But yes, technically they didn't do anything. Ew. Like, they didn't add any items. So theoretically, all of the spawns should just be the same. I missed. That sucks. Oh, yep, there I go. Goodbye. That's so sad. I was doing so well. I had so much damage. Oh well.